Hi everybody. Hope y'all having a good day. I am having a great day. My voice is almost 100%. So I'm still taking my little medications. I'm a doctor this morning. The voice is coming back, so I'm able to talk. So first thing I want to say is thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I have 18 subscribers. To me, that is awesome for 3 weeks. Thank y'all so much for watching and listening and sharing and subscribing and even commenting. So, someone in comments asked me to talk a little bit more about my writing journey and promoting journey with Chicken Soup for the Soul. So, excuse me, I am going to have to cough a little bit because I'm still sick, but okay, it's getting better. So, one thing that I would recommend to someone who is writing, wanting to write and wanting to become a published author is, first of all, everyone can be a writer, but you are not technically an author until you have been published. I didn't know that, so I'm just sharing with you what I found out in my research. So when I moved here to where I live now in 2018, I got more serious about my writing. So the first thing I ever wrote, I was 11 years old. I wrote into a writing contest for the old black and white TV show, science fiction, Twilight Zone. I hope I can say that without YouTube taking this down. But they wanted a scary story or a sci-fi story. I don't even remember what it was about. What I do remember is that I got a letter back from them saying, "We love your story and we wanted to publish your story, but you're too young." That was a different place and time. I was like 11 years old. It was in the 60s. So I remember being kind of like, but my story is good. My parents would have said it was okay. But that was the first time I ever wrote anything serious. And I really wish I could remember what that was that I wrote about. But I've always liked mysteries and sci-fi and thrillers and things like that. I like comedies and things too, but that's kind of like my genre. That's where I really shine. So fast forward here to talking about your journey. When I moved back here, one of the first things that I did was to look for writing groups because I wanted to hone my talents. I wanted to see if I was writing using correct grammar and style and formatting. I even took a class at the community college because I had not taken a writing class since God knows when. So that helped. And taking some other workshops and classes, even during the pandemic, online was helpful. Then doing my own research and finding out what genre I liked best, what is a genre, what is this, what is that. I'm a Virgo, so I'm going to make it really, really detailed and probably way more complicated than it has to be. So you may not have to do all that. But my advice is to write. Just write something every day, even if it's just a journal paragraph. One thing that the professionals have said is write something every day. And I still join in. I'm not in a writing group. There is a young woman who teaches a writing class, and I don't think I can say it on here. Unfortunately, you can DM me, and if you leave something in comments and ask me for my DM, then I'll give it to you, and I'll tell you who that is. But she does a writing workshop. It's just an hour of writing for wellness, which is a thing. Writing for wellness is a thing, which is really helpful for your blood pressure, for getting things out, and for practicing and honing your skills with writing. So, okay, so do that. Join a writer's group, a critique writer's group. You may find people that are helpful. In a couple of cases, I found people who were not helpful and were kind of like jealous of my style of writing, is what I ended up finding out, which is really sad. You know, I talk about the don't hate, relate. Okay, yeah, that's one of those. This person was a hater. So anyway, it didn't stop me. I still ended up getting this story published. So I'm gonna try not to make this too long. I'm already at 5 minutes, and now that I have my voice back, y'all already know I like to talk, and I hope you love to listen. So get into a writing group, or just write. Write something every day. Find out what you like. What I did not want to do for me was I did not want to do a lot of reading of, say, I like Stephen King. I always have. And I didn't want to read any more Stephen King books because I wanted what I wrote to be completely my style, my thing, not something that I had heard or read somewhere else. So I wanted it to be authentically me. That may be your thing as well. Taking a class at the community college in this area where I live, in the community college, if you are 65 or older, you can take a class and it will cost you a lot less. They'll give you a senior discount. Pays off being a senior sometimes, right? Right. Okay, so don't be ashamed to ask. We earn being seniors, all right? So do that. Take just a general writing class, and you get to get critique from other students. I was the oldest one in the class, I know, even though it was online. So yeah, that helped because you get critiques. You write something every week. You have homework. It's a class, and you're going to get graded for it. So if you like that, do that. And sometimes even if you don't like something, I've found in my lifetime the things that I do not like to do are the things that I probably should do. And I end up doing them, and they end up turning out well. So, okay, do that first, okay? Write as much as you can, and then look online to different writing places where you can submit your writing. There's tons of them, and YouTube guidelines, I'm sure, will not allow me to say the names once again. But again, if you DM me and go to my website, even, which is in the description of my channel, send me something there, and you will connect with me, and I will connect with you. I will be checking that this weekend, and I'll try to get better with checking that because I seldom use it. But anyway, DM me and I can give you more information as to how I got started with it. So this story that I wrote that just got published in Chicken Soup for the Soul, Divine Intervention on Thanksgiving Eve, was something that happened in 1975 or 76. I don't remember. One or the other. I remember, but I don't remember. So anyway, I wrote the story, and I submitted it in November of 2022. There's always going to be a deadline for when you submit your writing, your book, your poem, your manuscript. There's a deadline. And there's always going to be, when you submit, a waiting period. You may not hear anything back. You may not hear anything back for 6 months. So be prepared to wait. And if you hear nothing at all, then that means that they did not publish your story. Sometimes you will get a letter or email or notification saying thank you for submitting, and please continue to submit for whatever that may be. So make yourself a list and just go through it and find out when deadlines are. You can do this. And keep writing. Keep writing and keep submitting. Now, I shy away from those places that want me to pay a reader's fee for submitting my manuscript, poems, or short stories. I don't think I have to pay you $10, $20, $30, or $40 when someone is going to be reading those anyway. Right. So I shy away from those. I've done it before, and I'm not doing that again. There are other little rules and things that go along with it, but once you get your writing submitted and you do hear back, then that's when the process of the place that's going to publish your story, your book, your manuscript, your poem, they will contact you by email. text, or both, generally email, and they will tell you that your story is going to be published or you are being considered to be published. In my case, I got a letter saying that I was in the final running. And then I got a letter a week later saying, yes, we want to publish your story. Do we have your permission? And this is important, I still have the rights to my story. So you want to make sure that you will keep and maintain the rights to your story. Don't give that away, okay? So that's just like some general basics, and I've been talking like almost 11 minutes for this. I don't want to overload you, but those are the basics. Let me know if you want to know more. I'm in the process now of just now emailing the publicist to let them know who I am and where I would like to have them contact, which media means newspaper, wherever in my town or wherever I'd like to have them contact and reach out as my publicist to see if I can do a book signing, and they'll do that for you. And this is important. When you write your story, have some beta readers, BETA readers, beta readers. 5 people is good. Have 5 people read your story. Try to have it with people who are objective, not subjective, and it can be people who know you, but people who are going to be painfully honest and tell you if your story is good or what needs to be changed, or hey, I read this part but it didn't make sense, so can you clarify this? And then, yeah, is it plausible? So you can ask them like 5 different questions. Is my story plausible? Is it something that you're interested in? Did the story make sense? Did it flow? And have them write you something very brief back, and then you go through and say, okay. So beta readers are important as well. All right, I was trying to talk fast because I didn't want to make this too long. And I've got an appointment too. This goes to my time management and stress management. I am sitting in my car because I have an appointment at 2 o'clock, and it is almost 2 o'clock now. So to manage my time, I decided to make this video while I'm waiting because I got here early enough to do so. So that's it for today. I hope this helps you. I hope y'all are having, again, a beautiful day. It is cold here, but the sun is shining. It's beautiful. So have a good day. Stay blessed. I will come back tomorrow or the next day or the next day, and on and on and on. And once again, I cannot thank you enough for subscribing. I'm loving talking to people in this way and seeing that there are people who are interested in what I have to say. As I said in my other video, you never know who's going through something and they want to hear what you have to say because it's their story too, or it will help them in some way. So, all right, y'all take care. Have a great day. All right, bye.